What's going on, guys? Off the Crossbar Productions here. Welcome back to our franchise Hockey Manager 10 save with the Nashville Predators. We're sitting up here at November 26, 2023. In the last episode, we went on a bit of a heater to end off the episode, and we're sitting even 8-4. Well, technically not even, but even win-loss record if you take out the 4 overtime losses. We sit 4th, tied with the Blues, 1 point ahead of the Avalanche, 1 point ahead of the Stars, and the Blackhawks are buried deep in the Central Division. They are by far the worst team at 4-14-0. So I took a couple days off. I did some thinking. I wrote down a couple trades that I think are going to be interesting. And then I took, again, a couple days to edit, and I was able to think on these as well. I'll read off as I have it written. So, it is Pontus Holmberg from the Leafs, William Lagesson from the Leafs, Jake McCabe from the Leafs, plus their 2024 5th-round pick, theirs. So not the Canucks, but their pick. We would be giving up. Jump back over to us, we would be giving up Alexander Carrier, Mark Delgazzo, Weatherby, and then the rights to Juha Jaakkola, I believe. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, but I look at it like they gave us PX, so PX is doing amazing. It is only through 8 games, so that's this is mainly the only reason I was looking to maybe hold off on the trade, but we have our 2 goalies for the future. So even if PX kind of falls off a little bit, doesn't play as many games as I want him to, he's going to make the jump to the AHL next year, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I think he's now expendable. And he was a 4th-round selection in 2023. So basically, you look at it like Jaakkola is going to be the swap for the 5th. So you lose a little bit of value there. Weatherby will be replaced by Holmberg. And then Delgazzo and Carrier. McCabe will be the replacement for Carrier. I like the way McCabe plays. He's a little bit expensive, but we have to take some cap back too, right? So there is that. We're going to be retaining 40% of Carrier's contract. And then, yeah, basically McCabe and Lagesson swap places with Delgazzo. Works better for the Leafs if they get Delgazzo because he's still got he doesn't have waiver eligibility, so he can be sent up, sent down. I think this trade would help both teams. The next trade was also with the Leafs, so it was mainly pre-scouting with the Leafs. They were the trade partner that makes the most sense for us. We'd be sending over Kiefer Sherwood, Mark Jankowski, Adam Ingram. His rights, right now he's in the NCAA, so it'd be his rights. He was a 3rd-round pick. And a 4th round from Chicago, and we'd be getting this man right here, Nick Robertson. It's quite a bit to give up, but we're giving up Sherwood, who's depth. Right, so if we jump back to our team for a second. I know I'm kind of rambling on here, so I'll try to make this as quick as possible, but so if we give up Sherwood, we can bump down Glass. We can bump down Smith. Parsonen, I was thinking, bring him up, put Robertson right there. Play him under Evangelista, put him with Sissons. Get him used to playing 3rd-line ice. Right now, Toronto's not using him. They're using him on the 4th line. So for them, Sherwood's their replacement. They get Jankowski as some depth. They're one of the best teams in the league right now. They're not really looking to hold on to 22-year-olds. And they're getting, again, quite a lot back for them. All right, we're up here at the Pittsburgh game, and the Leafs accepted the Nick Robertson trade. So we're getting Nick Robertson for the rights to Adam Ingram, a 20-year-old center in the NCAA. Kiefer Sherwood and Jankowski. Jankowski, we're not using him. And I looked, and he's the top line left wing down in Milwaukee. They're not really using him either. And the sweetener for the fourth, there it is. Welcome to Nashville, Nick Robertson. Alright, he's in the lineup. He's on our third line with Sissons and Glass. Let's see what he can do here. First game with Robertson's going to be a 6-5 overtime win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Alright, they respond back with this trade here involving the Pontus Holmberg, Weatherby Delgado Carrier. Tree Living says the Leafs can't add this much salary to the payroll. What if we retain a little bit more on Carrier? What if we retain half? Well balanced offer. What if we take out the fifth? Okay, so if we take out the fifth and retain half, I'm fine for making that deal. Alright. It's going to be Soros in the net. It's going to be a 6-1 win for the Nashville Predators just before this game against the New York Rangers. Okay, that's good to see. The Maple Leafs ink William Nylander to a 7-year extension. So, in real life, he signed an 8-year deal with the Leafs. What does his contract look like in this game? That's huge for them, too. And you love to see that. His contract is, wow. He makes less than he's making now for 2 years. And then he makes even less. Alright, what can we do against the Rangers here? 6-1 loss. I'd like to see that McCabe trade go through. Still no way. They can't add that much cap to the payroll. Okay. Well, we at least got one trade through. I got the trade I really did want to get through done. So I am okay with not making this deal. Soros is good to go. But we'll give Lankinen the start here against Buffalo. Soros has played a lot of hockey recently, so I'm okay with Roland Lankinen. And Lankinen gets the job done. Exactly what we need out of him. Nick Robertson scores from Fabro and Nyfest to even the game up at 1. Glass from Forsberg and Mike Riley. And it goes all the way to a shootout where Roman Josi ends the shootout for us. Alright, we're up here against Chicago. The game against Chicago. I bumped up Luke Evangelista. I want to see what he can do in this game. Hopefully he can put up some more points. That would be quite interesting. It is a weaker opponent, so I'm not too worried. I just want to see. Ooh. There was an injury, and we got beat up. Alright, up here against Tampa Bay, we signed Ben Zalotti off the Calgary Wranglers. He's a 21-year-old prospect. I just tried finding somebody. There was a couple options, and I went with him because of his age. 4-3 overtime loss. We're gonna roll Soros. It's a 2-1 loss. Zalotti isn't terrible. I'd like to get Ethan Bear back. We're gonna roll with Kevin Lankinen here. We got a point. Forsberg, Evangelista, O'Reilly, Evangelista, Lundell on the power play. Trennan scores 2. Smith gets both assists, or an assist on both goals. Glass and Barry gets an assist. And then they score in overtime. Ethan Bear's back. We'll play this last game with Zalotti. It will be a UC Soros game. 3-1 win. Alright, up here at the final game of this episode. Game number 30. UC Soros will get the start. 5-3 loss. The Coyotes, so they're 4 points up. The top spot is 5 points up. I think now is the time that we want to take off at them. And I think next episode I have a bit of a surprise as well. I have a different format I want to go about it. So I'm gonna go look through some teams, look for that bona fide second line center to play below Mr. Ryan O'Reilly. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one when we take on the Washington Capitals.